Alright, so we are in the home stretch now. There are only 2 more videos to go, and these are advanced things that you can do just to make life easier following blogs. They're not required and they're not necessary, but it will make following blogs of other teachers in this study more efficient and an easier thing for you to do. So you should have already created your blog, and you may have spent some time tinkering with the settings, making it more suited to how you want it to look and how you want it to function. You should have also clicked here to submit to me your blog address link, and once you do so, I will sort them in here, and there will be live links here, so if you're in 5th grade you can click the 5th grade one and see other 5th grade blogs. I will also create a more generalized, this is everybody's blog, so everybody can have access to each other's blogs, because there are some classroom management strategies and teaching strategies which are useful at all levels and all grades and all subjects in school that we can all benefit from sharing. So when you click the live link over here, it will look a lot like it is in sample teacher blogs, minus the descriptions, of course, because I'm not going to write a description for everybody in the study. However, you will see a link to individual blogs. Now each morning I get up and I want to follow these 3 blogs, I could just click the link, scroll down, see if there's anything new, and just continue to do this. But as you can see, it can be quite time consuming to load each page and wait for it and see if there are in fact anything new. Now there's a method that is a lot easier to do this, that doesn't require even clicking into each individual blog, and this is called a Google Reader, which is an aggregator. It takes all of the blogs and makes them accessible in one location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to google.com, and I'm going to click More at the top, and I'm going to go down to where it says Reader. Now I'm going to sign into the Google Reader using the same email address which I created my blogging account for. So that will be plcblogger@yahoo.com, and then my password, and I'm going to sign in. Now Google Accounts says that my account needs to be verified. If you know how to do this and you feel pretty comfortable doing it, go ahead and skip the next few minutes when we go on to talk about Google Reader. That's perfectly fine. However, for those of you who have no idea what this is asking you to do, I'm going to show you right now. So it says that it sent a verification email to my email address. So I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to go to my email. I'm going to sign in. And this is just to verify that I am actually a real person and I'm not somebody who's just creating a fake account just to take up space. So I go to my Yahoo Mail. And right here, I see that it's accounts no reply at google.com. I'll open that up and scroll down here. It says to welcome, and all you need to do is click this little link in here, and it says, alright, you are activated, you're good to go. So then you can just close that window and go back to your Google Reader and click continue to use the service. Alright, so now here you see your Google Reader. Now this is the area right here that's the main section that will hold all of the blogs that you are subscribing to. Over here are just a bunch of sidebar items that you can feel free to click through later on and see what they do, mess around with them. If you have any questions, Google is typically a good place to type in an answer or type in a question, and you'll easily find your answer. So for right now, I'm going to go back to where I have my list of blogs, and I want to go to Teaching in the 408. Now there are 2 ways to subscribe to a blog. I'm going to show you the harder one first and then the easier one, just to make the easier one seem so much more easier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the address, right click copy, go back to my Google Reader, and click add subscription, and paste. I'm going to add it. Now you can see that down here it says Teaching in the 408 has been added to my subscriptions. In this window over here, you'll see that all of the same blog posts are in this center pane. So it's the same as if I was reading here, just not as fancy looking. But it has it all there, and I don't have to keep clicking back to the original website. Now say I wanted to comment on Rocking Out in One Day magazine. I would click this little arrow next to the title, and it would take me to the original blog, where I could read the original blog again, but I could scroll all the way down. It's kind of a long blog. Where is it? And I could add a comment to this, just like you would do, just like we did in a previous in a previous video. You'll have to excuse me, I'm getting a little tired of talking, and I'm sure you're getting tired of listening to me. Okay, so that's one way we can subscribe to blogs. Another way is, say we go to Cool Cat Teacher, you see this little orange box in the corner? That signifies that this can be followed through an RSS feed, which is essentially meaning you can just put it in Google Reader. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the little orange box, and you're going to subscribe to the Cool Cat Teacher blog through RSS, not Atom, but RSS. And ask me, this is a weird setting, I haven't seen this before, if I want to add it to my Google Reader. So I'm going to add it to my Google Reader. And here you see it's popped up. Now you may have a window that pops up the first time you ever use Google Reader that asks you if you would like to set Google as your default reader, and it will let you choose between Google and Yahoo and some other account on there. You want to choose Google, and you can check to make Google your reader all the time. So again, I have two blogs here. Now, if I were to subscribe to a blog, such as Bell Ringers, that I know, let's see, this one, I'm going to do it the old way. Add subscription, paste it there, add it. Now, Bell Ringers just popped up, and it says that I have 8 new blog posts that I have not read, which is what this bulb is. Notice the difference between this one and this one in the way it looks over here. Bell Ringers is telling me that there are 8 new posts that I haven't read. So watch this number over here as I scroll down and I read each blog post. You'll see that the number goes down because I have moved my mouse over it, signifying that I'm currently reading it. And if I'm to continue to scroll down, you will see this number down here continue to go down, 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 down. Watch. There you go. Alright. So that's what this is. And again, if you want to comment on any of these, all you have to do is you have to push the arrows next to the title, and it goes to the page where you can post a comment, just like you did in the previous one. So that's pretty much the basics of using Google Reader. In the next video, you will learn how to add Google Reader to something called iGoogle. Now this is even more advanced, making Google Reader even more accessible to you every single time you open your browser's homepage. So you can continue on to the next video, or if this was too much, listen to it again. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me via the form on our website. And I hope you enjoyed this. And thank you again for participating.